So friends, today we'll see how to make use of project parameters in SSIS, which is a new feature which has been introduced since SQL Server 2012. Earlier we could keep the parameters at the package level. Now let's see how we can make use of it. So I'm creating a new project in uh, Visual Studio 2015, which comes with SQL Server 2017. I'm naming the project as project parameters. Click on OK. Administrator, yes. Integration services project, and it is so it should create a project for me, and let's see what it does. Herein, what it has done is it has added a package, and it has got project.params here and connection managers which we can make use of. So let me rename this one. I'll give name import from flat file. Herein, I'll add a data flow task. In the data flow task, what I want to do is I want to take the data from the flat file and I want to move it to SQL Server, which is, let's say, OLEDB destination, and join both of them. And in the flat file source, I right click and edit, create a new connection here, and I've got the file which resides in SSIS files, this one, okay. And in the columns, it contains name, age, income, and gender. And click on advanced, I can see the data type by default, it will be all string. So let's say that we want to have the this one width of the columns and the data types according to the data it contains. So click on suggest types. Let's say we want to sample about 200 records, not the smallest integer type, and click on OK. So it tells me the name, age is 8 byte signed integer, income is again 8 byte signed integer, and gender is string. But I know that name can be a bit bigger as well. For example, if you already know, you can change the size as well. And click on OK. Click on columns. You can see the columns are there: name, age, income, and gender. Click on OK. Now this is coming to OilyDB destination. Which is the OilyDB destination? So let me create a new OilyDB destination. So click on new, and here in the server I have is SQL Server 2016, and in the database, so as of now I've got some other databases. Let me create a new database here. So go here in SQL Server 2016, right click and select new database, give it a name, census, click on OK, and the database gets created here. I want the data from the flat file to be moved in the census Now it is not available here. Click here again, and sensor should be available here. Let me say cancel. Click on new, and there we have sensors. Click on OK. Now let's say we want to keep this server name and the initial catalog at the project level. So what I need to do is, in the project parameters, herein I create two parameters. One is server name, and second one is I gave is initial catalog. Okay, I keep it like this only, and the data type will be string, and here again the data type will be string, and value is what is the name of the server I have is SQL Server 2016, and initial catalog is census. And is it sensitive? No, it is not sensitive. It is not case sensitive. And is it required? Let's say it is required. That is, without this, it should not be possible to execute the package in case it is used. Okay, so I come here again in the particular package, right click. Now here in this one I need to set the properties. As of now, if we see here, we have got initial catalog and server name here, and based on this the connection strings gets created. So what I can do is I can create the expressions which should take the value from the project parameters here, and here we select initial catalog, and second one is server name. Click on the dots here, and here in this is the initial catalog. We just drag here, we can see the value. Click on OK, and similarly for the server name we just drag the value, which is .SQL Server 2016. Click on OK. Click on OK. And right click over here in OLEDB destination, click on edit. So it automatically sees that this is the connection manager that is available. As of now, before this, what we'll do is, you can see this symbol is appearing here. So we can remove the properties like server name, this one, initial catalog, and server name. And we will see that even then the connection string remains as it is, and we can see some kind of symbol is appearing, which means that it is referencing project parameters. So we go to the OLEDB destination, right click and select edit, and we assign the connection manager. Click on new, and we give it a name, census information. Name, varchar it has taken, begin and varchar. We can make it nvarchar as well if we want. And click on mappings. We can see click on OK, and we can see the mappings. The name goes to name, age, and so on. Click on OK. And if we execute the package now, it should create a table out here in the database and should populate it. So let's see that in a moment. It's taking some time. It's executing it. And it does the work for us. We can see the data out here. Select top 1000 rows. So we can see the data. We'll be able to see the data here. Now this, up till this point, it is okay. Now means as a developer we have done this particular part, we have created and we have executed. Now let's deploy this and try to run it from the server side. So we right click over there and click on deploy. Click on next. It'll ask me that is, these are the parameters at the server level. So what are they like? What is the value like? So I'll say dot slash SQL Server 2016. That is, it is to be deployed on this particular server and at this particular path. And herein I get the message an integration services catalog was not found at this particular instance. To deploy the project, you must create the catalog. Catalog is nothing but, you can say, it's a placeholder wherein all your projects will get created. So I go here and herein I'll have something like integration services catalog. Right click and select create catalog. That's it. Enable CLI integration, enable automatic execution, and when this basically it starts up, and we supply the password. Basically this particular data will be encrypted. Catalog protects the data using the encryption. Click on OK. So the catalog will get created. Under this, it creates SSISDB. Under this, let me create another one. Create folder. Project parameters. Click on OK. So under this, basically we'll have the projects which will go under this and environments. Okay, so here in click on browse again and we can see this, it is available now. Now let's say our project will go under this one, so it will be SSISDB slash project parameters slash project parameters. Click on next and deploy it. Click on close. So we go here now and we refresh it. We see that the project parameters, under this you have got the projects and this particular project is available and this particular package is available. Import from flat file. Let me do right click and say execute the package. Here it says that you need to supply the value of this particular initial catalog and server name, and if I click here, basically I should be able to map it. Basically I can give the value sensors and so on. Basically click on again, but this is not what I want. Is basically the user will not always go there and type the values manually. So what we'll do is we'll create an environment here, create environment, and try to give it a name, project parameters environment. Click on OK, and in this environment what I want is I'll create those variables. So I'll add two variables. One is This is ServerName, and other one is catalog. And basically you can give any name, initial catalog, and type is string. Again here type is string, and value is dot slash SQL Server 2016, and here in initial catalog is census. Click on OK. Now what I need is now to map it, that is I want to say that this particular project make use of the parameters in this particular environment. So right click and select, right click on the project and select configure, and in the configure we can select the references, that is which is the environment it is referencing. So project parameters environment it is referencing. So the dot comes here, that is it's in the same folder out here. Click on parameters. Now we can map it with the those particular environment variables, which is server name. Oh, I mapped it wrongly. It should be catalog name, initial catalog, and this one will be server name. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now we can do the right click now and select execute the package. Now it will say that initial catalog is configured to make use environment. So which is the environment we want is basically select this one. We want to make use of this particular environment, and it automatically populates the value here. Click on OK. So basically operation is started. For information about package execution, open the integration services dashboard report from SSIS DB node. For information about other operations, open all operations. Do you want to open the overview report? Yes, please do this. So it will open the report for us. That is what it has done. And we can see that basically this particular packages it has executed this particular task, this data flow task it has executed. So we go here and let me say select count star. Click on F5. You can see the count has doubled now. Earlier it was 6112. Now let's do it again basically to be just sure. Truncate table. So it has been executed. So let me execute it now again. Execute. Click on the environment. Click on OK. Now we don't want to see it. Select count star 3056. So new records have been inserted. Similarly, we can also create a job as well. So let me go to SQL Server Agent. You can start. Yes, please do this. Connect it again. Now this one is running. So in the jobs, let me create a new job. I'll give it a name. Project parameters, and in the steps, what is it I want is step basically means that what is it that you want to execute. So click on new and give it a name, step 1, and here you want to run the SQL Server Integration Services package, and which is the server 2016, and the package I want to run is this one, project parameters. Okay, and in this one I want to make use of configuration, that is I want to specify this is the environment. So I just click on the configuration tab and specify this is the environment, and it automatically populates this, and click on OK. Now I want to schedule it. As of now it is 3:55 and 48, so maybe I'll make it, click on new, one time, and it's not recurring, one time only, 3:55, 53, 56:07, 56:20, let's say. Click on OK. Okay, now the job has been created. So let's see this, the activity, and it says of now it's refresh it. Oh, it has not been run. Basically, it has not been basically. Let me change this one, schedule, and schedules 3:56:20. I think the time has already elapsed. Did it run or not? So let me click on schedules 3:57:50. Let me make it. Click on OK. Click on OK. Is scheduled. Oh, I need to enable it basically, that is the reason. It was not marked as enabled, so I'm enabling it now. 3:58. Let me make it 50. Click on OK. Click on OK, and click on the job activity monitor. Next turn it shows me it is 3:58:50. Click on refresh again and again 2-3 times. So it is watching 50. So let me say refresh. So it is saying that it is executing it. We can refresh again and we can see the status. So it is succeeded. Now let me go here again and let me see the count now. Click on F5. It has doubled now. So this is the way how we can create the project parameters at the project level, and we can change after the deployment as well. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time.